Okay, hi. So, on stream tonight, I was playing this. So what you're looking at right here, this was the stream tonight. I had a couple of people in chat asking me how to do it, how to play two copies of the same game with one controller. The trick is that I'm not actually playing them both on the same platform, as you can see, and I'm not using the PlayStation plugged into the monitor to plug into like the monitor screen to play it. What I'm doing is I'm using the remote play shit. So I'm gonna just close this. So I'm using the PS4 Remote Play to connect remotely to the PS4, obviously. So if I open that up, it's gonna check for an update because it does that shit. Push the start button on my PS4 controller. So this will only work with the PS4 and another console because the PS4 Remote Play system. Turn on the console now. The PS4 Remote Play system will register a PS4 controller's input when the PS4 Remote Play window isn't the active window. So that's how I got away with doing that. So, hang on. Once this shit turns on. Any second now. Connecting to the PS4. So this can take a little while, right? So if for some reason open all the way over here, right? So you've got that. So there's, welcome to my shit internet misbehaving. So see, so I got control here, right? Like easily, I can play like shit, whatever, on that console through the remote play. It's the laziest way to capture a PS4 game on the PC without having to have a capture card. It works for everything, right? You need to have 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi or cable. Like, it's got to be connected hardwired to the network. When I say hardwired, just cabled into the network. Copper, Cat5 cable, Cat6. That'll let you do that, but then see, I can click out of that window, and I still have control. So that got me thinking, while in some other dude's Twitch stream, Bro Summers, one of my mods, a good mate of mine, that what if I went one better and opened up my Steam copy of Dark Souls. So just while that's doing that, I'm gonna close this copy, just so they open together, right? So now I've got 2 copies of Dark Souls open, one on the PS4 through Remote Play, and then one on Steam. Now I've got to wait for it to sync up. So the problem with this, that I come across with this, was controller bullshit. So the Steam game doesn't always work, right? For some fucking reason, decides it's just going to be a piece of shit and not do what you want it to do. So the fix for that, come on Steam, get over to the... Fix for that was first to make sure your controller was registered. Right, so that's the main controller, yeah? Right, identify, it'll shake. It's got a little purple bar that I set. That was just so I could tell what the fuck was going on. Put it back to purple so I know what's going on. Alright, cool. So that's good. That's happy. That's what I want. And then do the same thing in Dark Souls. It's registered. As a default, for some reason, Dark Souls with the PS4 controller, your like gyro is registered to the mouse. Right? So turn that shit off, because that's going to be fucking torture. Right? That there is like... Having a gyro be your mouse is dumb. I don't know why it's there. Whatever. We get rid of that. It's fine. That's here. This button right here will fix that up for you. And that'll be all good. And then hopefully we can launch that. All I want to do is verify at the moment that both controls are working. Whenever the game launches, dude. Come on. There we go. So I'm just going to get it to the same window before I even try to use the controllers. Yep, there we go. Let it load in, and you'll see that I'll have both games working with the one controller. Just the one. Obviously, the PC loads and runs a shit ton quicker than the PS4. That's just quality of the hardware, as is to be expected. Also, they woke up in a different spot. That's great. Cool. Right, but see, they ran together. Controller's working fine. Buttons do everything they want to do. Set up, move. Now, the other issue I ran into setting this up was my camera. So you'll see how there's a single difference delay in that. Because if they're both set to 5, hang on. Right, so 5's default. Nope, don't do that. Down to here, please. Get the mouse off the screen. Alright, so 5's default, right? But then you watch how fast this camera moves on one compared to the other. Right? So if I do two rotations of it, dropping stuff, it just balks everything. So they're like 1.5 out. Oh, sorry, 0.5 out from each other. It doesn't matter if they're the same or if they're one different. They don't quite mesh. So I just messed with that until I was happy with it. Other than that, that's it. That's all I had to do. I spent a lot of time messing around trying to work out how the fuck to get the PlayStation controller to register properly. I used the DS for Windows software, which you don't need. And this was my best solution for all of it. This was it. And it works well. And it's playable. If you watch the stream on twitch.tv/rickdog, I took out the first boss and almost took out the second in about 3 hours, which is about the same amount of time it would take me to do it with with only worrying about one dude. But yeah, so that's it. Hopefully that clears shit up for you. I'll put the links on where to download the PS4 Remote Play stuff in the description. Yeah, I kind of want this to become a thing. I want to see other people who are actually talented and good at the games. Like, because obviously it doesn't have to be Dark Souls. Any game that's on PS4 and PC, or even PS4 and Xbox. I've tried this before with an older video that I'll link in the description as well. With the Xbox and the PS4, but for some reason the Xbox doesn't let me do it anymore. I couldn't work it out, so I went with PC instead. But yeah, so with that, good luck. Hopefully this thing gets done somewhere else, or someone else sees this and decides, hey, that's a good challenge, and we can see cool stuff come of it. So yeah, I will see you guys in stream at twitch.tv/rickdog. Come and drop a follow and hang out. And yeah, until next time, bye.